Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Before we get going, Sunday today, and I have been to IKEA in Warrington with the missus just to get us out the house and have a bit of a nosy around. And it turns out I picked up a couple of beers from there. Yes, I noticed walking around they have a couple of little bar setups, and I noticed this bottle that was on there thing, and I saw it and I thought, it's all a bit of bloody, it's all a bit of a prop, isn't it, for the bar scene, if you like. Lo and behold, we get round to the very end of IKEA where they sell the meatballs and the sauces and this, that, and the other. And what do I see? Not only did I see a beer, but I saw a cider as well, their own brand one. So I've picked them up. So quickly, before we get on with the review, I'm going to show you. We've got from from IKEA. I don't know who brews it. I don't know. We've got a bottle of I don't know how you say it either. Malt lager. Basically a dark lager. IKEA have brewed a dark lager, or somebody has brewed it for them. It's coming in at 4.7%. 330ml bottle. The old bottle cap and label. Quite sort of, typical sort of simple really. £1.75. So I picked that up just to try. And they had a Swedish pear cider, organic. So basically a perry, if you like to call it. So there we go. We got an organic pear cider. It's coming in at 4.5% in a 500ml can. That was £1.30. So I paid all of £3.50 for these. God knows what they're going to be like. I mean, I'm surprised I'll probably open it. I'll probably have to put them together or something myself. Anyway, they'll be coming up. So let's put them to one side and let's get on with the beer review. Now, this beer was very kindly sent to me from the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews. And what we've got is a can of, let's do that screen thing again, a can of Theakston Best Bitter. It's in a 440ml can, not sure how much it cost. It's coming in at 3.8%. I do love the label. There's just something very old school and traditional and sort of, I don't know, what's the word, nostalgic about it. It is unpasteurised and cold filtered. On the front it says the quintessential English best bitter, amber in colour, subtle spicy citrus in aroma, and a perfectly balanced mix of sweet malt and bittersweet fruit in flavour. So like I say, I love the artwork. It looks real good. I happen to have a Theakston glass, so it's going to go in there. Granted, it's not a bitter glass, but it's a Theakston glass, so let's just roll with it. So let's get it cracked open. Stop talking shit and have a go. Oh shit. And this has decided to shoot its bolt. That's what happens when you swing a can around everywhere, I guess, but I didn't think I was swinging it around that much, but it's decided to explode on me. There's no fucking, there's a towel here, so any second now, once I've done this pour, we'll give the table a wipe. I don't know what she's done with all the tissues, I don't know. Probably have to pause it for a minute. And it's rather wild and it's got a massive head on it and everything. I'm going to let that settle for a second. I'll wipe the table. We'll pause the video, come back and crack on. There we go. That's the table wiped. It has settled down a little bit. I'm going to try and get a bit more in there. I won't go too nuts with it. So, beer in a glass. We've got about 300ml of beer in there. Well, we haven't even got that. We probably got about 250ml of beer in there and about 150ml of head and whatever's left in the can. But not much carbonation. It's not a nucleated glass, but there is a little bit going up. We've got a good 2.5 finger head there. It's amber in colour. It's got sort of slightly hazy look about it. Looks all right. I like the look of that. So we'll dive in with the nose and see what we get. Oh yeah, it just smells like good old school traditional bitter. Malty, it's got that slight sweetness to it. A little bit of hoppiness in there, a little bit of that typical sort of fruitiness that you get from a bitter. Yeah, that sort of, it's got citrus notes in there. It's also got that little sort of hedgerow kind of tickle in there. I think that's coming from the hops, but it smells pretty decent. So I'm going to try and get a bit more in there. I do apologise, Dean, for half of this bloody beer going everywhere. Not what I intended, but hey ho, let's do the screen again. So, a big thank you to Dean. Much appreciated, mate. Let's dive in, give it a go. Cheers. Oh. Yeah. That is bloody good. Not going to deny, 3.8%. It is very light in body. It is very light in body. Very little carbonation. I've had this out the fridge pretty much all morning. I reckon it could do with being just chilled a touch. I would say, although you get more flavours out of the beer when it's warm, I think this would be nice just with a touch of chill about it. Smooth, soft, very light mouthfeel. Carbonation's not too much. Taste wise, it really is lovely. It really is lovely. Malty, a little bit of sweetness there. You're getting the citrus note. You're getting that sort of hedgerow thing in there. You're getting the hops in there as well. The sweetness is balanced really well. It's not overly sweet. You just get that hoppy tang in the back that just takes the edge off the sweetness. There's very little bitterness in there, in all honesty. Maybe it would have been nice to have a little bit more bitterness to this, but I mean, all right, I spilt some of that, but that is a very nice bitter. That is. For such a low ABV one, it's probably one of the nicest ones I've had, I would say. One of the nicest ones. 3.8%, obviously you don't get that. There's no sort of feel of any sort of alcohol in there. It drinks really easy. A tad colder, I think would have made it that little bit nicer. Also, it might have, the beer might not have exploded so badly. But for me, yeah, Theakstons Best Bitter is a winner. 3.8%, absolutely smashable, and really nice and enjoyable, and shows what good beer used to be like years ago. So for me, I'll give it a thumbs up. Would I recommend it? I would. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Incidentally, I can get this from Theakstons on keg for the Beer Monster, so that may well be a purchase. So yeah, I may well give that a go. So that's it. Like I said, you know what I think about it. Let me know what you think about it. Feel free to comment, like, share, subscribe and all that malarkey. I'll leave it there. Have a good Sunday and I'll see you again on another beer review. Cheers.